basketball. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. Also joining us from the sidelines, David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, Kevin, Devin Booker continues to elevate his play every year. He said it's just putting in hard work. I take this game very seriously. I love the game of basketball. I don't count myself out. No matter what the score is, who we're playing, I'm going full tilt. Kevin, back to you.
A special talent indeed. David, thank you. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. They've got Zach LaVine. Vucevic is out there with Johnson. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's DeRozan in at the 3. And for Phoenix, Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the point guard. And the call will be against Lonzo Ball. That's his first foul.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
Ball against Paul. Over Johnson. The shot by Paul, no good.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Ball against Paul. Ball with the bucket.
And how clever is this guy? I mean, just no fear going with the soft, high-arcing floater.
Booker against LaVine. Hunter in the lane. And Booker with a nice bucket inside.
Yeah, there's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Man, such an easy release for Devin Booker. Doesn't have to elevate that much to get that shot off.
And what that means, Greg, is that smooth stroke translates into the three-point shootout. Booker with the all-time record, 28 points in a round. That leads to a victory in 2018 in that contest. That was special.
Here's Crowder following the score by DeMar DeRozan. Crowder kicks to Paul. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Bridges. The Suns need to get a shot off. Shot by Crowder, no good. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Johnson. DeRozan's got his second bucket tonight.
Boy, officials say play on, even though there's contact. DeRozan, I guess they don't think he needs any help.
To the left wing. Stolen by Ball. And here we go. Fast break. LaVine's got it. Ball against Ball. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Well, that's executing an alley-oop if ever I saw one. DeMar DeRozan, he loves these highlight reel plays.
Booker against LaVine. Booker outside. No good off the back of the rim. For Chicago, they've gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's DeRozan. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
And there's another turnover by the Suns. Chicago making some changes. Chicago leading by 6. Here's Caruso. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Bulls shooting their first free throws here tonight. First one falls for him. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 12 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Here's Shamet. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Bulls lead by 6. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And if you're wondering whether players watch the standings, check out this clip from Chris Paul.
One thing we have to do is stop comparing ourselves to last year. Early in the year, we was doing that every couple games. We was like, man, our record was here, this was that. And teams change, your games have to change.
You know, Greg, he makes a great point. Even when you have mostly the same guys, every season is different.
And if you're a coach, it'll give you gray hairs trying to preach that to your players. Many guys don't believe it until they're in it and then have to dig themselves out of a hole.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. They've got Derek Jones. Bradley is out there with Williams. And it's Mr. Clutch, and it's Caruso in at the 1. He misses the free throw. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that. And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Bulls shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And that one falls for Williams. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Lonzo Ball has steadily improved his three-point shooting. He had to rework his form, moving his windup over to the right side of his body. He said, now my shot is more consistent and just take it step by step. I'm going to keep working, and hopefully the percentages will keep going up. Guys?
I think we've all enjoyed watching his improvement. David, thank you for that. Now, here's Shamet, and it's in there. Shamet's got his first basket of the night.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
1:37 left in the first half of basketball. Caruso, the pass to Williams. 5 on the clock. From the corner. Good as the jump shot falls. Williams has got the lead back up to 9 now for the Bulls. It's Payne with the ball. He'll bring it up for Phoenix. Timeout. And first time out of the game called for Phoenix.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
A platoon swap here for Phoenix. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. There's the pass to Booker. can't get that one. Nice tee from Levine. Bridges against DeRozan. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. DeRozan's got the lead up to 11 now for the Bulls.
Well, as always, that mid-range game of DeMar DeRozan, almost unstoppable.
Pass to Booker. Back to Paul. Good. A nice assist from Booker.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
Chicago leading by 9. Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and finished off by DeRozan.
Yeah, and Ball, transcendent talent, I think, has a real skill for finding his teammates when they have those good looks at the rim.
Now here's Paul. Pass to Booker. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, Dario Saric has a busier schedule than most NBA players because almost every offseason, guys, he spends his whole summer as one of the key players on the Croatian national team. He's a player who basically plays year-round.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good. Saric nails them both.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Johnson dishes to DeRozan. Shoots over Bridges, and the Bulls tack on 2 more.
Well, if the defense naps in the pick-and-roll offense, DeRozan is too smart and too good and too skilled.
Ball outside, lets it go with a 3. Here's Saric, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take.
Thanks, Nick. Are you guys...
All right, David, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 12 points and 1 rebound. He was on the fringes in their last game. Tonight, he's been the centerpiece. What'd you think, Shaq, about Chicago?
Well, it's a nice, patient offense they're running tonight. They're not forcing shots. They're waiting for the good ones.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And one would expect that the defense made some adjustments at halftime, but he has the ability to answer right back.
Booker and Bridges are the wings. Jay Crowder out there with Ayton. And it's Paul in at the 1. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks. Alex Caruso, he's checked in for ball. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
Booker in the corner. From 15 feet away. Rebound by the Bulls.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Yes, that goes in. And the Bulls lead by 15. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Great D that time from Johnson.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Outside DeRozan. And that's going to be a travel. Some changes for Phoenix. JaVale McGee's checked in for 8. Andrew Shamet comes in for Mikal Bridges. And it's Payne in for Chris Paul. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group. Adley's checked in for Vucevic. Williams comes in for Johnson. Jones checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Kobe White in for Zach LaVine.
Lightning quick release on that jumper. No one could get to Booker in time.
White against Booker. Takes a shot at the elbow. Kept alive. And Bradley gets it to go. Bradley's got his first basket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Taken away by Williams. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Caruso. And it's blocked. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Shamet the pass to Booker. Shoots over White. That one a little long.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Shamet with the steal. And Phoenix pushing it up now. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, Devin Booker, shiftiness, gets himself into the paint, so aggressive, and it pays off.
This is his first trip to the line tonight. At the line for 2. First one falls for him.
Sometimes picking after number 10 is just fine. The 13th pick in 2016, Devin Booker, one of the brightest young guards in the NBA today.
And he can't hit the second. And so it's the Chicago Bulls sitting with a comfortable lead up by 14. And we'll see if they can keep up. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the 4th quarter. So for Chicago right now, they've got Derrick Jones. White is out there with Lonzo Ball. Then there's Bradley, and it's Williams at the small forward.
What an effective, efficient offensive possession. They'd love to get that shot every trip down the floor.
White down low, defended by Booker. And it's White missing. Suns trail by 12. That's good from Booker on the assist by Saric.
Well, a guard has got to come with physical intensity on the interior, and Devin Booker does just that.
Chicago calls timeout. Some changes for Phoenix. Ayton, he's checked in for Saric. Bridges comes in for Johnson. And Paul subbed in for Payne. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Tony Bradley. Johnson comes in for Jones. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Williams. And Levine subbed in for Kobe White. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Billy Donovan's huddle with his team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. Here's Booker. That's good from 17 feet away. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in a team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for Chicago.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for DeMar DeRozan.
What you love about his performance is that he is simply taking what the defense allows and then making the most of his opportunities.
The Suns making a switch here. Crowder's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, he cuts the deficit a little bit, but not as much as he could have. One miss can make a big difference.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Here's Vucevic. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Ayton.
Well, when Vucevic is this active, boy, he is so dependable at drawing fouls.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
Inside, here's Dosunmu. And it's Shamet with the rebound. And it's Phoenix's ball. It's a 13-point game. And taken away by Brown. Pass to Dosunmu. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did.
All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.